I'm gonna punch you in the jejunum. And welcome to the Mississippi Superman Show. What's going on, guys? Yes, sir. We got this thing in the mail right here. This is our pen, so we can get paid by YouTube, baby. Let's see here. I can't show y'all the pen. Remove edges first. It's like an art project. We're getting money from YouTube. We're fancy. So exciting! Who's not passionate about butt cream? Who's not passionate?
People who've never had a hemorrhoid.
Bro. You want me to tell you who definitely does not fall in that category? Who's got 2 thumbs that doesn't fall in that category? This guy. This guy's hemorrhoid central. Bro, I should go to the doctor. Like, I really should, but I'm not gonna do the surgery. Everybody that I know that's had the surgery is like, don't do it. Don't do it. It's the worst surgery. They go and cut your butthole open and like fix it.
No.
And then sew it back together. And then you have to go to the bathroom after that surgery.
No.
Yeah. So you
What if
like,
split your stitches open?
Then you gotta go back to the doctor and get your butthole stitched
Dude,
in, I
is
guess.
that like a thing that happens? What does that feel? I don't even know.
I think I'm gonna delete TikTok off my phone. Y'all don't need me, I don't post anything. That's what I'm gonna do right now. Delete TikTok. It has been deleted! Yes. Yes. You know how like 90s kids did in like cheesy TV shows? They get excited and be like, yeah! Like nobody does that. I've never seen anybody ever do that, ever. But back in the 90s, every kid on TV did. If you want to not be equal and let men continue the patriarchy, then part of the burden of that patriarchy is toilet seat repetitions. Okay, that's the burden. Toilet seat repetitions are the burden of the patriarchy. That's one of the burdens. Also, I have to die if we're attacked. But if we're abolishing the patriarchy, we need to reevaluate the number of toilet seat repetitions being put in by each gender. As of right now, it is the man's responsibility. Every time the man wants to go to the bathroom, he has to lift the toilet seat, he has to pee, relieve himself, and then lower the toilet seat back down into the position for the woman to use it. When the woman comes in, she does not get any toilet seat repetitions. The man gets 2 toilet seat repetitions every time he goes to the bathroom. A woman, none. If we're going to make this equal, when the man goes into the bathroom, he should lift the toilet seat. When a woman enters the bathroom, she should lower it. Or more realistically, when a man is finished with the toilet seat, he should lower it. And when a woman is finished, maybe she should raise it as a way to show respect to the man. And the man's way of showing respect to the woman.
Looks like you disagree with this.
No, do you know how many times I've gone into that bathroom and they're just raised and I'm just
Exactly. Yep, we're abolishing the patriarchy.
What if I don't want to abolish the patriarchy? What if I like the patriarchy?
Well, I don't really know what to say to that.
Yep.
Y'all check it out, bro. I'm ready for some dadgum no-gi jiu-jitsu, you know? All these girls walking around the gym, showing them booties off.
I'm zooming in on that bad boy.
Get it, dog. Get it, dog. When you have on the spats and haven't put the sweater on and you see yourself in the mirror like, oh yeah, I need to work out harder. I need to start watching what I eat more. Because there's nothing makes you look fat than a pair of spats with no shirt. You're just like, oh my God, I look like a potato. You know? Shit, bruh. I got my own hat. Hold on, I don't want to do a light-filled hat. You know. About to do this jujitsu though, you know. Y'all know what's up. Y'all know what's up.
Hey Phil, I think you'll love this one. There's a new term I've never heard of. Tainting.
Tainting?
Tainting, do you know what that is? It's the act of placing the area of the male anatomy between the balls and anus, clothed or unclothed, onto another person.
Yeah, but there's a lot of
sentence. I had fun tainting your mom last night.
I'll let newbies grab my fingers. And the reason is because people are gonna grab my fingers in a street fight, so I don't correct them at first. I let them for a few weeks just to keep me used to people trying to peel my fingers off one at a time. And I've learned, and you just kind of learn to like twist them and get them back out of there and fight them out. And then once they've been training for a few weeks, like, hey, you gotta, or after the round, I'll be like, so yeah, you grab my single finger a couple times. You gotta grab 3 or more in jiu-jitsu if you're rolling somebody other than me. But right now, if you wanna grab mine one at a time, you can. for the first few weeks of your training. They roll like people are gonna fight in street fight. And it is different. It's a panicky, stress-filled, elbows and hands everywhere, like it's a different pace. It's important to learn how to slow those people down. Like if your jiu-jitsu isn't good enough to slow those people down, then you really don't know jiu-jitsu. To me, that's level 1, that's blue belt. To me, blue belt is when the new people come in, can I slow their spazziness down? Because at the end of the day, we're not just learning this to go to competitions and pass guard. You know what my absolutely favorite thing about rolling with new people is? I love that moment. Y'all know the moment I'm talking about? That moment when they realize like, oh shit, I don't know anything. Like, oh shit, I've lived my whole life and this has been out there and I didn't know it. 1-2 minutes in, they're like, oh my God. That's my favorite thing about new people coming in to train. That's the reason I like for people to train on their first night. I want you to know. I want you to know. And every once in a while, you'll have a new guy come in and surprise you. But that moment when you're rolling with them and you tap them that first time and you separate and you just see that the look in their eyes just changes completely. And they're just like, oh, I thought we were just gonna be wrestling around. Like I didn't know y'all do this shit for real. And you just like, you just kind of like, it's just a great moment, you know? Because I remember my first time with that moment. My first time with that moment was I was 17 and I was rolling with this guy that had the athleticism of a potato. And I could not pass this dude's guard. I sat there and followed. It was my first night of training and I sat there, I rolled this dude for like 15 minutes. It felt like anyway. I don't think we even had a timer going. And I just couldn't do anything with him. I couldn't do anything. He really couldn't, and he was a white belt. But he couldn't really sweep me or submit me, but I couldn't pass his guard. And the dude was the least athletic person I've ever met probably. He was 170 pounds of Play-Doh and goop. That was the moment for me. And then I rolled with somebody that was actually good, and you're like, oh wow. I'm such a big believer in jiu-jitsu. Like I'm such an ambassador for jiu-jitsu because I know at a high level like how big of a difference it is. I mean, you take a high level jiu-jitsu black belt and an average person, and that high level jiu-jitsu black belt of the same athleticism, he knows magic. I mean, it's magic. It feels like magic. You're just like, how are you beating me without trying? How are you beating me while chilling and not using energy and strength at all? How are you beating me and you seem bored? I've had a few people that I'll be rolling with and like, okay. That's a great feeling as a coach, I'm not gonna lie. Like but it's a little bit of an ego check too. It's a little like, damn, okay, I need to step my game up. Honestly, the more students like that I have on the mat, the more motivated I am to train. When I come out to the mat and I feel like I'm just demolishing everybody, it's harder for me to be motivated.
It also raises the level of everyone else.
Without a doubt. You can't have a world-class facility if you don't have world-class athletes. It doesn't matter if you have a world-class coach. It's impossible. It doesn't matter how good the coach is. You guys need to see really good players at your size. You guys need to see really good players with different games than mine. Jiu-jitsu is a personal journey. Like everybody's different. Everybody has their own style, their own game, their own things that they like to do. No two roles are gonna be identical. Anybody that's that big of a fan of a TV show, and I know that I'm probably shooting myself in the foot because a lot of people that like Yellowstone also like my channel. I get that. But if you're so into it that like you're basing your personality on a television show that you don't know, you didn't play in, you don't know anybody that played in, you're not in, and it's not based on real life that you had something to do with, you're an idiot. All these shows people are this fanatical about, I like the show. It's a good show. I enjoy it. I'm not in it. It's not real. I'm not gonna walk around, oh my gosh, there's songs about it. Like, I was listening to this song about it the other day, and I'm like, oh my God, dude, it's not real. You know, there are real badasses out there. There's real cowboys, there's real gang members, there's real bike. You can go join one. If you wanna be part of Sons of Anarchy, go so bad, go join the Hells Angels. I wouldn't, but like, if that's your thing, like, you know, go do it for real. Go get a Hells Angel tattoo. Go get a Banditos tattoo. Go join them first. Don't get them. Don't get the tattoo first.
That'd be bad if you do the tattoo first.
It's a bad idea. I knew kids getting tattoos when they were like 14. You know, because their parents were awesome, and you saw them getting stuff, and you're like, buddy, you know what that means, right? Like, this means you can't get locked up now, because now when you go to jail. Let's go.